We got producer Jules in studio. We were talking off the air about this conversation, and we're going to open up the phone lines for you to tap on in. 833-730-6377. I called it off when? Someone you were dating, engaged to, married to. I'm just putting it out there. One of the biggest topics right now is Miss Cardi B. Miss Cardi B is nowhere near 40s, right?
Yeah, 32.
32. She's young. 40s, 50s, when you go through that midlife crisis, start doing crazy things in life. You know, she got her butt crack pierced.
Which is wild. She doesn't even need to go through a midlife crisis. She's just crazy in itself. So this doesn't surprise me, but it's just gross.
It's weird. And it's like at the top of the butt crack, and it's pierced. And I don't know. I try to do research. I don't know if this is a trend she jumped on or if she's trying to set the trend. All I know is if I was dating Miss B, Cardi, respectively, and it got to that point of being intimate for the first time and I saw that, I'd call it off. I'm like, that's too weird for me.
Yeah, the B now stands for something completely different when I think of Cardi B.
What does it stand for?
Cardi B hole from now on.
Yeah.
It's ruined.
JD, if you're dating Cardi B and you saw that, you call it off?
I'd have so many questions. Yes. The fact that even if she had a conversation like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this done, I'd be like, really? You're thinking about getting that done?
She had to tell someone in her circle. And why did they tell that's a good idea?
Because the album is coming out soon.
Ah,
that'd be my
promoting.
guess.
You keep saying that. She keeps getting in the news, and it's always an album's coming out.
I know. Taylor Swift does the same thing. She just kind of just strings you along. Oh, you forgot about me? I'm going to pierce my butthole.
Does that affect, going number 2? Like, what if it rips out?
I don't know. That's what my wonder.
gosh.
There's so many things that could happen back there.
That's unsanitary. How can she even look at it and see it if it's behind her?
What if it
Yeah.
starts to rust?
Ugh.
She has to change it out, but probably has someone change it out for her.
Yeah, like I'm okay with piercings. Like anywhere else.
Visual of that. I just pictured it and I can't.
She's rich enough. She can have a person for that.
Yeah. Like anyway, so I would call it off. That would be like on this topic, I would call in if I were listening. Like I'd call it off if I got a girl I was dating that got the Cardi B butt piercing. So, Jules, you raised your hand really quick when the show was talking about this. Hey, this is what we're going to talk about some guy you used to date or you recently
used to date
a while ago?
Yeah.
Oh, college.
This is my freshman year of college.
Okay.
And so we're hanging out in the dorms like we do. We're sitting in his bed, we're watching a movie, and he pulls out a bag of Takis.
Oh,
So I was
Takis.
like, it's fine. So he pulls out a bag of Takis, and I don't think anything of it until he gets like halfway through the bag, and I think he just could not handle the spice. But I look over at him, and he's just taking handfuls of Takis and shoving them into his mouth, and he's like mouth breathing because it's so spicy. He's like chewing and snarling, and it was just like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And I was like, I don't think I can ever look at this man the same. I
Yeah.
don't want to kiss you. Like, I broke up with him that night.
You never did anything with him?
No, not really. It
No?
was like still kind of new. Like we were just dating.
Right.
And he just icked me out.
Right.
Was he like licking his fingers and stuff too?
I was like, get away from me. And we're sitting in like a twin size, like,
The crumbs everywhere.
Oh,
I
God.
was just like, this is so gross.
Not the twin size.
That was a great visual. And also, I'm adding to the list now of someone who eats in bed. Like something like that. If you're eating chips in bed, anything that could leave crumbs, you're just disgusting.
You're calling it off.
Yes.
Right.
Anything. Do you guys eat in bed?
Guilty.
I do.
I eat in bed.
Why were we all guilty? We're silent.
We're like, let him
We're
talk.
like, yeah. That's so
That's
gross.
So nasty.
Yeah.
Like breakfast in bed is different, but if you're
No,
eating
don't
chips,
walk it back.
Backtrack.
I'm not backtracking. I'm just giving you the ground rules.
You just called us all gross. Yo, Sienna's way red. She literally just eats in bed. Look at her.
What was the last thing you ate?
Snacks. I could have a full meal in bed.
Sien's. I have breakfast, popcorn, dinner. I eat in bed all the time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then Takis, something that could be on your hand and leave crumbs, and you're introducing a twofer on that to like ruin your bed, that's gross. You got to call it off. Right?
Just nodding.
Like waiting for you guys.
I guess we're also. It's the sounding and the that you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gross.
Oh, your misophonia would have been so triggered.
I had some right now when you're
Probably
talking.
just me making that
Oh
sound.
my God.
It's probably not great for you.
I wouldn't call it off because I literally eat in bed. Yeah, so I don't have a problem with that.
It wasn't the bed part. It was the mouth bleeding.
Yes. And the licking of the fingers. All right, jump in on the conversation. Why did you call it off with your person? It could be dating. It could be engagement.
Call it off on the twin size bed. If they have a twin size bed.
You have a twin size bed.
I know. I'm just adding to the list.
Was there a headboard? No.
So we were sitting in his bunk beds, right? And I called it off.
You're on his air mattress. Yeah.
Jules, we're having a discussion about this Cardi B situation where it's all over the internet. She got her butt crack pierced. We can't even make this up. She even posted up a picture. We will post it as well, but it looks like something else. It's very weird, very odd. I told the show I am single. If I were dating a girl who got her butt crack pierced, I would call it off. That's just too much for me.
It's doing way too much.
I've dated girls that pierced everything else. Totally fine. I think that area needs to stay clean and nothing can be there that can get infected at any point. Does that make sense?
It makes absolute sense, yeah.
I just don't understand the butt crack piercing.
Yeah, waste comes out of there.
Yeah.
Waste.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. That's what it is.
Right.
Of dating that person.
Man, women.
Yeah. I'm listening
right,
and
Sienna?
I'm judging. You know, it's what I'm
Yes.
doing. Sienna, have you ever called it off with a guy?
So it actually is piercing related, not where your guys' minds probably go to the first thought, but I was talking to this guy in college and he was really cool. And the next time I saw him, he had his ears pierced, but with those hoop earrings almost. And I know those are cool and I know that they're in, I think. I just don't prefer that look and it did not look good on him. He didn't have that swag. So I just remember being so icked out and I literally had to call it off and I just kind of went ghost, but I was still nice about it. I just couldn't do the look. And I feel like I once talked to you about this, Joey, and you're like, I used to do that back in the day.
Yeah. The hoops, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's just like the hoops and like the little dangly that goes with it. I think it's probably because he didn't pull it off and he really wanted to, so it was trying too hard. I can see it in my head and I'm getting grossed out already.
As you say that, I just saw this girl, a friend of mine on IG. She said, I stopped dating this guy because he wore like the little cross, dangling cross.
Yes.
She said she couldn't do it.
That's what it was. It was like the little dangly earrings and it just didn't look cool on him. I think he was trying too hard and not that he needed my permission because we were just like dating or whatever. It was super casual, but I just did not like it. It was not a fun surprise.
You wanted a guy with the gauges, you know?
Gauges?
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
No.
No, thank you.
We got Alberto in Avondale on the line. Alberto, well, why'd you call it off?
Yeah, so we were chilling at her place, and she wanted me to change the music on her phone, so I guessed her pin.
Okay.
The following day, we're kicking it again. She wanted me to change something on her phone, so I went to put the pin in, and it wasn't the same. So I asked her, hey, why did you change the pin? And she's like, well, because you guessed it. I'm like, yeah, but why did you feel like you needed to change it? She said, oh, just because. And from there, I just ghosted her eventually.
You ghosted her.
It's just such a stupid reason.
Why is it stupid, JD?
Mind your damn business. Why are you trying to get up in her phone, my guy?
It's not that I wanted to get in her phone, but why did she feel like she had to change it? What is she hiding that she has to change it?
Does that make her a bad person when you do that?
I don't know if it makes her a bad person, but to me, I just felt like nah, this ain't for me. Like, you changing your PIN because I changed it. Like,
Well, Sienna, you and your husband know each other's password.
Yeah, we can get in each other's phones anytime.
Yeah, and JD thinks that's ridiculous.
It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's the most private thing you have on you at all times. Like, so many things are happening in your phone.
But why does it need to be so private?
Why do you need to go into someone's phone?
What are you hiding, JD?
What does it matter? Maybe I want to hide
why are
something.
you hiding it, dude?
Yeah.
Maybe I want to hide something. It's for you to never know.
Why? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had his suspicions, and now he's going to feel like that the rest of the relationship, which is why he cut it off.
Listen, there's just things in there that maybe you can stumble across. You can't trust anybody. I don't trust anyone.
I could tell. Yeah.
Did you let her go through your phone?
Well, yeah. So I'm not the type to go through anybody's phone. That's not me, right? As JD mentioned, that's her personal stuff. So I don't go through people's phones.
It was just a point that the following day when she knew that you knew her PIN, she changed it.
Right. It was just the fact that she changed her phone. That was a red flag. Nah.
This is why dating is the dumps.
All right. Sienna, you went home. You went to grab your man's phone because yours died to look up the weather. You realize he changed the PIN.
Way different.
What would you do?
And without telling me, I'm throwing that phone across the room and be like, what do you have to hide?
That's way different. They are married. They're married.
You could call off marriage.
You definitely can.
Well, how long had you and this girl been talking for?
Probably like a month and a half, 2 months.
Get out of my face.
I think it's the fact that she went through the extra effort to be like, oh, he knows my passcode. I have to change it now versus just keeping it the same, you know?
And did you ask her what she was hiding? And did she say nothing, or did she just say, it's none of your business, I'm just changing it because you figured it out?
Yeah, she said, why'd you change it? Because you figured it out. And I was, okay, cool, like, whatever. But after that, when she go, hey, let's hang out this weekend, I'm like, nah, I got plans.
Yeah. He got Casper the friendly ghost with it.
Yep.
My guy, thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give us a call, 833-6377. I called it off when? Stemming from Miss Cardi B. If I were dating Miss Cardi B, I'm single, she's single now, and all of a sudden we became intimate for the first time, and I saw, because this is real life, Cardi B even posted up the picture. She got her butt crack pierced, and I don't know if she's trying to start a new fad or if this is already one in the pierced community. Anything else is fine. Butt crack is where I draw the line. I'd call it off dating with her. Like, oh, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, too tight of a piercing.
Like a piece of toilet paper on that thing.
Wait, JD said too tight of a piercing. I'm sick.